Open your file always in Illustrator if it's a PDF. As you can see, your file is showing you it's missing a font. Go ahead and hit close. Minimize to see if it's missing anything else. If it's not, go ahead and close the file. Go ahead and open an Adobe PDF. You will need to look for the Edit PDF option. Double click that and open. It'll open a bar up at the top for you. You will select the option that says Watermark and the option to add. You will add a letter X and then go down to the opacity option and make that into 0. You can see what's happening to your photo on the right-hand side screen preview. Like I mentioned, go to opacity, make that to 0. And select the option to appear behind page and hit OK. You will then go to the menu and select the option or look for the option for print production. Click that and look for the option that says Flattener Preview. Double click and open. This window that opens up, select the option that says Convert all text to outlines and convert all strokes to outlines. Hit apply. It would ask you that this action cannot be corrected. Hit yes. Let that save the page. Go ahead and close. You will need to save this with a new file name so you don't change your original from the customer. This is your version. Just in case you need to modify, save where you are saving all your print files and change the name, something that you'll remember that that's your version. Confirm that it'll save it as a PDF and hit save. And you can go ahead and close once it's done saving. Open your new edited file with Illustrator. And now, as you can see, the font is already fixed. Go ahead and zoom out. Confirm the size of the artboard. This decal is 120 by 96. Always take in consideration how wide your roll is, depending on the material that it's going on. You want to go to your layers, create a new layer. In this layer, make sure to turn off the strokes since you only need a fill color with the shape you're going to create. Go ahead and go to your shape tool, double click on the screen, and the screen will pop up. Make sure to make this the size of the panels that you will be breaking them into. 120 divided by, I guess, 52, since that's your max material, gives you 3 panels, so you will make 40 by 96. Hit the align button at the top. You align to the edge of the board and to the middle. With your selection tool, you will click and hold Command Option Shift and drag over to copy the shape. Go ahead and select your align button center and center, and then hit Command D to duplicate that shape and align to the left and to the center, just in case. Make sure to change the color of every other panel, in this case just the middle one. You will select your first panel, and the overlap is always 1/2 inch. So go to transform. At the top, just hit the plus 0.5 and make sure you select the center to be justified to the left. and you can see that 0.5 being added. On the third panel now, the last one, justify on the right and add the 1/2 inch. Your first and your last panel will always have a 1/2 inch only, and then your center panel, you will select and add an inch. Justify center. That way the 1 inch is distributed evenly 1/2 and 1/2 on each side. All center panels always get an inch. All edge panels always get 1/2 inch. Now with your artboard tool, you will begin to select each one of the shapes. You have created an artboard once you see the dotted line around each one of the shapes. That's number 2. Number 3. You can go back with your selection tool and then turn off your layer that has that you created to draw your shapes into. And now you can begin to work with creating the bleed. As you can see the lines of the splitting, and it shows you. Now you're going to be creating your bleed by selecting Command Option P, and you always want to give it a 1/4 inch. You can give it more if the customer is asking for more. As you can see, the red lines are there. You want to make sure that the bleed is all the way around. Since you have multiple colors here, you won't be able to use more than one color. My suggestion would just be to use the center blue to give it bleed. As you can see, these are your artboards, 1, 2, 3, and your original one that has the entire item. It's up to you to keep it or just delete it. Go ahead and zoom in. Select the blue box, and you want to make it extend to your bleed, so go to transform. You know your artboard's 120 by 96, so you want to give it the option to always get the bleed in there already, so it'll be 120.5 by 96.5. And pay attention to what artboard you are aligning to. If you keep it on the current artboard, you only align to one of the sections. As you can see, it makes the difference. So make sure you're always working on the original one, and then align, and then make sure that it's giving the bleed across the board entirely. You can also give it a bleed on the yellow area, or that yellow bar that it has, by just clicking the yellow area, and then right click your mouse, and then release clipping mask. Go ahead and zoom out, and you will see where your bleed is. And your file is ready to be saved with the bleed and already paneled to send to print. So you want to go ahead and save this as a PDF. Make sure you always put the size so you remember. And hit save. Save PDF. And now it's saving the original, which is a 120 by 96, and your 3 pages, which is panel 1, 2, and 3 with the bleed as you see them on the screen. Now go ahead and minimize that. You can go ahead and open your PDF file to double check. can see the original, and then if you hit the pages on the left-hand side, you will see that you have 4 pages. Select one of the halves that you see. If you hover over to the bottom left corner, it'll show you the size, 41 by 96.5. That is including the bleed and the overlap. Same with the middle. The middle will always have more than the 2 edge panels, since it has the inch extra instead of ½ inch. Since you only send the 3 panels to print, you will go ahead and have to select all 3 panels. Right click and then hit extract, and then go ahead and extract pages as separate files. You only need to select 2 to 4, since the original one is just an original full version, and hit OK. And then go ahead and save. Minimize that, and now you'll see that the PDF creates separate pages of each one of your files, 2, 3, and 4. It puts a number of them for you, and you can go ahead and just send to print.